Okay, back again onto the next part of the album. I'm going to do the actual album base, and I'm going to mat it first. Chosen my paper, and I've cut it about 1/8 of an inch smaller than the base page, except maybe slightly more than that at the sides, but not much more. So, and I've inked it. All the pages have been inked with Faded Jeans Distress ink, mainly because I tried black and it turned out very green. The mustard seed yellow, which was my other choice, went very, very green on the blue, and this blue didn't go too green when it was on the yellow. So this is the colour that I've chosen to just lightly go around the edges, and that's on most of the decorative papers. So let's get this tape backing off. Some of the tape backing, some of the double-sided tape is the double-sided carpet tape, and that's because at the bottom I'm going to have that the extra bit where the booklets are being held on, and I wanted it to be really strong. So that's why I've chosen to do that. Actually, I'm just going to cover that bit up for a minute. I remembered something, which I will sort out in a minute. Right, at the top, basically I'm going to have a pocket with a flap, and because I'm going straight onto decorative paper and don't have a blank mat, photo mat there, a blank page, I don't want the hinge of the flap to show, so I'm going to go over the top of the page, which I should have done first. So actually, let me just, I've got a magnet ready on there. Right, now shall I eyeball this, or shall I measure it properly? Oh, that's no good. Okay. So my mat is 11 7/8, and my 10 3/4. Should I say 11 7/8? 11 5/8. So 10.5, 11 5/8. That's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Oh dear, that's going to be difficult. I'm going to eyeball it. I chicken out all that measurement. That looks about in the middle to me. So now retake off this bit. That looks about right. I'll make sure that's right up. edge. And then, after putting my rubbish in the bin, I'm just going to put an extra bit of tape over the top of this. Oh, there it is. Lost my block. Okay, let's get the tape backing off that bit. And I'm also going to use glue, give it a good shake. I'm also going to use glue on here just to make it easy to position and move about, a little bit of wiggle room. Once again, as with most of my projects, I am using Anita's Tacky Glue, and I water it down to make it easier to get it out of the tube. And I water it down about 8 parts glue to 1 part water. It's blocked. Oh, I hate it when my glue gets blocked. Could be that it's just running out. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So, let's position this. And that flap should be almost at the top. Really shouldn't have used this decorative paper because you're not going to see a lot of it. It's a bit of a waste, really. Okay. Right, that's stuck down. The next thing is going to be, if I can find where I put it. Oh, here it is. I'm going to put this on. Oh, bits are stuck to my magnets. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is remove these brags from the corner. Right, figure out which is up and which is down, because right now I can't remember. I think it goes this way up. Where's my book clips? Right, this one is I'll know by how they fall whether it's the right way round or not. That looks about right to me. Don't think it's the other way round because that would give me well, I don't know. It fits nicely both ways. Right, I'm going to put it this way up. Okay, so I need to position this where I want it to be. Which is going to be there. And then I'm going to use a pen. Oops, moved it already. I'm going to use a pen to mark where my holes need to be. Do this one. Right, so I can just about see where they are. It's going to make it a little bit more clear. Okay, right, now I'm going to get my crocodile and I'm going to put it on the smaller I'm going to put it on the smaller hole maker punch, the smaller hole bit. Right, let's see. Because obviously it's going to be quite difficult to not only see the holes but punch them as well. Oh, that does not want to go through. Whew! Now it is stuck a little bit. Right, what I'm going to do, rather than put you through that again and again and again and again, I'm going to turn the camera off just while I do these little holes here in the corners, and I'll turn the camera back on when I've punched all the holes, because that way you won't hear me grunting. Back in a mo. Okay, holes punched. That was hard work. Right, so now I want to this and the brads. And put it all back together. So I'm just twisting the brad around so that I can have the legs going up and down. There. Make sure my ribbons aren't going to be trapped somewhere. Okay, next brad. Okay, I swished all my brads out the way, now I can't find them. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's the other one. Okay. Get these brads in. Oh, that one's sticky. It's facing the wrong way. Sorry about me getting my hair in the way. You really don't want to see it. I've got my rollers in. The curse of having dead straight hair. Right, let's get that last one in. And before I push it all down, what I'm going to do is just start peeling off the paper. So I'm going to bring a bit this side and hopefully it won't tear and rip on me, and leave half the backing there. On this side. Okay, so what I need to do is get this nice and flat. And then poke through my brads here. That one's gone the wrong way as well. Okay, and then the last one. Okay. Very carefully peel off the tape backing from underneath. There's one. Get my ribbons out the way. Okay. Make sure that's well stuck down. And I should still be able to close my book. Yep. Okay. Right. I'm not going to put on the booklets just yet because obviously they're not finished. I'm just going to tie the ribbons out of the way slightly. Right, next what I've done is I've taken a 12 by 12, because I didn't have A4, but a 12 by 12 piece of this blue cardstock. This is, I think it's 2 1/4. It is 2 1/4, and there's also a 1/2 inch flap. So I cut this at 2 1/2, no, 2 3/4, and it should be 10 3/4 inches long. And I've just punched or cropped the edges there. So now I have to find the piece of paper I cut for there. And here it is. So this piece of paper was originally oh dear. Do you know, I can't remember. It is 4 7/8. No, 4 5/8. Get it right. It's 4 5/8 of an inch here. So that makes it, oh, what am I doing to myself? 4, 8 3/4. Why didn't I just do this in the first place? No, it is 9 1/4. Right, 9 1/4 inches by 10 3/4 inches, did I say? Yep. And that's just folded in half. And this will be going very close to here. I want a little gap here. And it has to be all lined up with the flap. And I want it pretty close here, but obviously I don't want the ribbon to interfere and lift it, so that's where it's going to go. Like so. So the first thing I should do is get some tape on the back and stick it down. So, as you can see, not prepped at all today. In a bit of a tiz. With my hair in curlers. I'm using anchor tape. I don't know if you can see there. Anchor tape. I haven't had any problems with it so far. It seems really good. Oh, my ring keeps falling off. Okay. So let's get the tape backing off. A little bit of glue on. Actually, where's the lid of my glue? There it is. Just going to give that glue a shake. And put it upside down for a second. Right, that's the tape backing off. Get some glue on there. Like I said, that gives me a little bit of wiggle room. It would do if my glue was coming out. Okay. Try again. Yeah, it's blocked again. Oh, I can see this is going to be a really long day. So I don't want to really squeeze it hard, because knowing my luck, I'll get an exploding glue bottle. It'll go everywhere. Oh dear, dear, dear. Oh dear, I am sorry, this could take a while. Oh my, oh my, oh my. All this for a bit of wiggle room. Okay, that's going to do. I can't do it no more. Right, and you want to place this with the fold at the bottom and the opening at the top. Okay, and you need to line it up with the pocket. There we go. And so I don't forget magnet. There we go. One magnet done. Now inside here, now you could make an album here, a photograph album. I just thought it'd be nice to have an accordion pocket so people could put, you know, the bride or the groom or both could put mementos in it and like special cards, that sort of thing. So that's why I'm having an accordion pocket here. And to make the pockets, I'm going to have 5 pockets inside. I'm going to start off with an A4 sheet of paper. That A4 sheet of paper needs to be folded in half. Okay, and then you score it at 3/4 of an inch in, and then at 11 inches in. So you want to score it 3/4 and 11. And then you need to cut on the score lines, on the 3/4 and the 11-inch score line, cut up to the middle fold, no further. Then you need scissors. I'm going to put the lid on my glue just in case that's half my problem. Right, with the scissors you're going to go, hopefully have cleaner scissors than me, you're going to miter in just slightly above the score line there, so you've got a little miter here, and then again on that, just miter that onto the score line, and do the same the other side, and that's it there. So you're left with this and a little bit of mess on the table. And now you have to do this 5 times. Less if you want less pockets, more if you want more pockets. Okay, let's move this out of the way quick. Bone folder. I'm going to fold in each side, and then up at the bottom. So you've got a rather large pocket, which will measure, do it down here, 4 1/8 of an inch by 10 1/4 inches. Don't like that bit there. I'm just going to cut off that. See that tiny little bit there? Tiny little bit. That's going to annoy me. So I'm going to cut it off. Okay, then when you've got all your 5 pockets ready, you're going to want to put tape or glue, whatever your preference is, or both, along these sides. Close it up, make your pockets, which is what I'm going to do off camera because you don't want to see me do that. It's boring, boring, boring. So I will be back when my pockets are all glued, and then you're going to need score tape and or glue to get these together and to fix them into the book. So back in a moment there again. Okay, so I've got them all sealed up. Okay, next thing you're going to want to do is decide which is going to be your bottom pocket it doesn't matter which one, any one, and you are going to put some tape or glue, it's fine, but if you're going to use glue, just do it on the front. If you're using tape, which is going to be easier, you want to tape both sides. Now I've gone about 1.25 inches in each side. The bigger this gap, the roomier your pockets will be. So if you take it up right up to the side, you won't be able to pull your pockets apart in an accordion fold. So you want to take it top to bottom and then leave a gap each side. And like I said, I've left about 1.25 inches on mine. So, and on the first one, you put tape on both sides. After that, you only need to put tape on the top. Okay, just going to remove the tape backing. Apply some glue because I really do want wiggle room on this. In the centre, you could use ATG tape, anything like that. And then you want to line up the envelope, one on top of the other, as exact as you can, and repeat the process. So next one. This is going to be really boring. You might want to fast forward round about now. And the next one, line it up. Press it down. Okay, you want to do that for all 5, which I'm going to do, and then I'll be back. Okay, you don't want to take your tape backing off your top pocket. I can imagine this is a bit like teaching your grandmother to suck eggs, because you probably, all of you know how to do this anyway. So, next job is to get the folder back again. Oh dear, hopefully that won't show. And this is going to need to go in here. Now I want it quite close to the bottom, but not too close to the bottom, because you're going to need, where you have obviously a thickness here, if you have it right close, you won't be able to shut this. So, what you want to do now is take off your tape backing on one side of the envelope stack. Apply a bit of glue to the tape and the middle of it, but not the edges. Glue's blocked again. Okay, and then centre this to where you want it to be. So you want it to be centred left to right and a little bit up from the bottom. Okay, I'm going to have I've put mine too close. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crease that Oops, sorry. Yeah, I'm going to take that, because this is going to be covered with paper anyway, so I'm going to take that off and I'm going to move it up slightly, because what that will give me is, especially when there's, because I'm going to put some photo mats in here, so what that will give me a little bit of extra room. Yep, that's good. Right, so when you've got this where it needs to be and where you want it to be, you take off the last bit of your tape backing, and apply your glue. I have noticed about a lot of people use Fabri-Tac and they're like, oh, it won't come out the bottle. If you hold it upside down until the well here is full of glue, even if there's not a lot left, it will come out pretty easily. Of course, that's assuming that any crafters have got patience, because I don't usually have any patience. Okay, you fold this over. Sit down. Then what you should be left with, if I can get the camera up there, is an accordion pocket, or also known as a file pocket. A multi-file pocket. So that's that. So all that's left to do, if you choose to have a magnet here, if not, I mean, you could have a ribbon going around the middle and having it tied up. Just remember to put the ribbon on before, obviously, you put everything else on. You could have a little clasp closure, like a swing clasp or anything. I've just chosen to have one magnet because I know I'm going to have magnets on the side, and I don't want the magnet at the side to interfere, so this is why I didn't have magnets each side and chose just one in the middle. So all that's left to do is to put on the mats, decorative paper. There's going to be one here. I've chosen the yellow for here, and for here I've chosen yellow as well, but I've put a nice bow across, just decorative, but I haven't glued it down because when the booklets are here, obviously that's going to create a bit of a step, so you could put something behind there if you wanted to. I just thought that would look quite pretty. Like so. Maybe I should have that a little bit lower. But no, I think that's going to be fine. And just plain decorative strips each side also. I just stuck this on the wrong way. This is the outside of the book. That's really, really clever. Not. Okay, I'm going to peel this off and put it on the other side, because this is the outside of the cupboard and the inside of the cupboard is here. So I will have to rectify that. Oh, won't that be fun? Anyway, that will be the gist. Let me see if I can rectify my mistake. If not, I'll have to find something else to do. And I'll be back to do the sides and the cover the right way round. Bye for now. Okay, I thought I'd say I managed to get it on the right way. I left a bit of a mess on the back, but not too bad. I'm glad I used 3mm chipboard now. So yeah, this has been put on the right way, and I also added a tiny little bit of gusset at the top here to account for the extra bulk that's going to be there, and I put these side bits on. So that's the little page done, except for the booklets. But yeah, it wasn't too bad actually taking it off. Thank goodness I used glue. So now they close a bit easier. Okay, I will try not to have a laugh like I did earlier. That was a bit of panic, I think. And yeah, next job will be the sides and what we're going to do at the sides, and then the cover. Well, I can do the back now, because the back I'm having just plain. So yeah, next stop, inside covers, and that'll be within the next couple of days. So goodbye for now. See you soon.